And now, da da da. If game characters had a jury, who would be the worst juror? So basically, who would be the worst juror? I think obviously some of the games I'm going to mention I haven't do. It's basically sort of other things. I think some of the characters who I think would be interesting would be what's Kirby, and I think Sonic will be top contenders. But then more like Kirby will probably be sleeping and probably not hear any of the trial. And it's like, Kirby, did you hear anything? Huh? No. It's like, that was an important part. It's like, oh, was it? And I think getting Sonic, because I think jury trials that needed like a jury usually are like an hour to 2 hours, and even then, like afterwards, you have to spend a whole thing of like being in a specific place, being in a specific thing of like hours and days, and it's like I highly, I highly doubt that they have enough attention span to actually like go into this thing and actually get into jury system, go into the thing and like be there in the jury and be like, oh, do I have to sit here for like an hour? Obviously. But if I wanted to do a game like I've done for a couple of these that I've actually played, I would say one of the person I think would be the best would be Watcher from Thousand Eyes Resist, because it is kind of fitting. But the one that I'm going to suggest for the person who would be the worst, would be Noah, because you kind of need to accept not the literal facts, but sometimes how the mind space are, and if it's like, oh, the fact that in the thing, and I know there's probably like some reason, but that they're like, oh, the previous watcher, oh yeah, she sort of like, oh, she's dead because watch my stream if you want to do that. Go to my stream. It's I think part 10. No, it's not part 10. It's part 9. That has the conversation about that happens, and I bring it up where it's like that's bad. Like you can't say that, and it's horrible. And one of the things of like when she says like, oh, maybe because you weren't being so emotional, Fixer would still be with us. Okay, I had information that, based on my information, no, Fixer was doing bad things. So I reported her. That's not emotion, that is logic. And then you throw it in my face that I'm regretting doing that, and that was an emotional thing. So, because I think sometimes you need to understand the whole, like, why certain people took certain actions, and, like, because humans are emotional, you don't always do the logical aspect. That doesn't mean, like, oh, everything being thrown away, my emotions, but sometimes you don't do the most logical decisions. And I think because of that, someone who's focused on, like, you have to make logic might not be the best. But I still say, out of the games that, in general, Sonic, I don't think would be able to sit down for that long, and Kirby, I think, would legitimately fall asleep. But other ones I played, Noah, I think, would be the worst out of the games I played. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, and good night.